Hey, Gary here, back with you, day 12. Back inside of the Google Search Console, we had submitted this page for removal. I went back to Google and I searched the site. You can see here that page has been removed, but it also removed all the other pages. When we go back to the day 11 video, you can see here we had pages, so terms of service, but now you can see that even the terms of service is not being served up, because we have said pages.universeunriddled.com /. So I think what needs to happen is cancel that request, and then we need to put in a new request, but we need to be very specific and make sure that we're just canceling out that, which is actually pages.index. Or if we go look at the URL, pages.universeunriddled.com, this is technically index.html, the way that it's being structured inside of Groove pages. So we just want that page, not all of the pages under that root domain. Hopefully, if we go back to removals and we enter that, we'll get this correct. So we'll go ahead and it says remove this URL only, remove all URLs with this prefix. That is what I think it did, because I just put the / and didn't use the index.html. So we're going to try this again, and we're going to submit that request just for index.html, because again, that's what that page is index.html. If you go back to Groove under Groove pages, under that site that we created for Universe Unriddled, here is that page. So we'll highlight the page. You can see the page is actually / index.html. Then terms of service, each one of these have their own page. Of course, you can see that if you go under publish, under hosting options, that is the domain, the subdomain, pages.universeunriddled.com. And of course, the current page here, if you were to click and go to that page, you would see it says universeunriddled.com. But again, like I did a second ago, if I was to go to index, you can see it's the same page. More specifically, it's index.html, the same page. That's the full URL. Now, for that page, under settings, under page settings, we have SEO, and under SEO indexing, you can see here that I have disabled page indexing. Disabling index will keep the page in the sitemap, but it won't be indexed by the search engines. There's also a sitemap here for the site, so we'll take a look at that. So you can see here I toggled that. If we were to go to another page, you'll see, for example, terms of service. If I click on the settings and I go to SEO, you can see that that is disabled, or it is enabled by default. Toggling it will disable it. So we'll go to site settings, and under site settings, under SEO, you can see here is the sitemap. If you were to go to the sitemap.xml, it would look like a traditional sitemap that we didn't have for the blog. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. Then we're going to take that back to our Google Search Console and add that under sitemaps. And we're going to go ahead and submit that for this page. And now it has that information as well. 8 pages in that sitemap. And if we go back to Groove and look at the pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does have that page, but that should not be indexed. And again, if we were to go to settings, let's go to site settings. Let's go to SEO. Let's go ahead and take a look at that sitemap and see if there is something in there that talks about it being unindexed. That information is not in this sitemap, but it'll probably be in it when it reads the page. All little tips and tricks and things that we're putting together as we identify the things that we need inside of the Google Search Console based on what we want indexed and what we don't want indexed, with this setup that we have, where we have the blog post under universeunriddled.com because of the setup of GrooveBlog. And of course, we have 2 more blog posts here. Koala GPT 3.5. I want to talk about this for a second. I've added this feature, and I said Amazon yes, because what I'm doing inside of KoalaWriter, there's 2 GPT versions, GPT 3.5 and GPT 4.4. GPT or GPT-4 uses 5 times the word count. So what I've done is I've decided to do some Amazon product roundups using 3.5 because I have, or I'm getting close to my current usage for the month of April. Of course, this is April 26th. That's going to reset on May 1st. So I have a few more words, or I have a few more words here to actually create these roundup posts. And if you were to go back to GrooveBlog, I wrote this one, or I had KoalaWriter write this one. Astronomy books for beginners, top picks to get started. And basically this is what it says it is in Koala. It is a roundup post of the best books with the pros and the cons, and basically a review post on these books that have links out to Amazon. Of course, eventually these will be my affiliate links, but you can see the post here, as well as the buying guide that it created, as well as this little table. And then I wrote this conclusion. I actually went back and wrote this conclusion with Koala Chat because the conclusion wasn't included in the KoalaWriter post here. Astronomy books, you can see there's the post in KoalaWriter. It only actually, or it concluded with the buying guide, but I wanted to round it off with an actual conclusion. So I went back to Koala Chat because, again, Koala Chat, while currently it's only powered by GPT 3.5, it allows me to use those chats or to utilize ChatGPT inside of Koala, or the Koala Chat interface is inside of the Koala interface, which includes KoalaWriter and Koala Chat. And Koala Chat, you get a certain number of chats in your account versus in KoalaWriter, where you actually get a set number of words. Go back inside of the post generator here, or where we create the post from the AI content, or from the AI, either KoalaWriter or ChatGPT that generated the post for us. And to cover one last thing inside of ChatGPT, you can see because I'm out of credits, I've had ChatGPT write me write one of the blog posts because I didn't have enough credits. And you can also see here, because I am using this blog post here, I'll go ahead and click edit. You can see here, I've labeled this chat as blog post for universeunriddled.com. And you can see now that because I'm writing all of the blog posts, or when I'm letting ChatGPT write the blog post, as I have this chat and feed this information, you can see here that when it wrote the conclusion, this last paragraph, for now though, we encourage you to keep learning and exploring the wonders of astronomy. As a starting point, why not check out our blog post, Astronomy for Beginners, as well as, and continue your cosmic journey from there. So it is actually understanding at this point, because I'm containing the chat inside of ChatGPT for all the blog posts that I write, the ones that I write, or the information, or if I feed it information about the blog post, it then knows those blog posts exist, and it can actually write for me those interconnecting links and do that interconnection for me. So then I go back, and when I had it write that blog post, you can see that I added my 2 internal links because ChatGPT did it for me, because I'm having that conversation with ChatGPT, and the keywords came from ChatGPT, and the post was written by ChatGPT. Of course, not using RankIQ for any of that, or Koala. That's 100% ChatGPT that gave me that internal linking, because inside, or contained inside of that chat, is all the information it knows about my blog. So anything that I feed it, any information about the blog that it's aware of, it's going to use when it takes the input or that prompt I give it, and it's going to give me that output. So then back to this site, of course, we'll come back and we will refresh this later on. You can see that just after going into the Google Search Console, you can see my terms of service is back. Universe Unriddled, that is the blog. Are there any other? No, there are no other pages.unriddled.com, but you can see now that I've said specifically to not block everything under pagesunriddled.com. We'll go back to sitemaps, go back to removals. I have just said pages.universe.unriddled.com versus here the root, which was my mistake. So we'll go to overview. Overview, you can see so far no total web search clicks, but it is still just day 12, and we are getting things indexed, and we are getting our post up and running. Again, this is day 12, and those are all the things we've done. The next day, day 13, I'm not sure what I'm going to be looking at. All I know is I'm going to be using ChatGPT because I'm out of Koala credits, except for I can write those Amazon roundups, as well as I think I'll use that opportunity as well when I'm doing those roundup posts for things like books or telescopes or other things that astronomers or beginning stargazers can find out or can utilize from Amazon, and they might click through and make a purchase. I might as well go ahead and set that all up now. And then on the beginning of May, I'll have all my KoalaWriter credits back, and I'll be ready to dive into using KoalaWriter and GPT-4 to create more blog posts. All right. All the links are in the descriptions. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. If this video was helpful or if you're enjoying this case study, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you later.